Hi.
My name is Caroline, and from the day I was born, Mom has thought of me as a nuisance.
Oh there, were you just about to throw your daughter in the trash? What are you doing and why do you hate your daughter? I'm intrigued, alright?
How hard I try to please her, I just always end up doing the wrong thing.
Love
You see,
mommy.
I was always clumsy, and I'd been causing minor disasters around the house even since I was born.
Setting the
One
store on
time
fire.
when I was 2 years old,
Don't do
I
that.
climbed onto the bookshelf to take down a book and somehow managed to bring the whole thing down. Mom and Dad were freaked. They fired my nanny then, and since Dad was always away, Mom had to quit her job to look after me
Resignation letter. I
full-time.
love how the resignation letter just says resignation letter. Nothing else. Great.
I think that's when she started hating me. She thought everything
mom
I
hates
ever
you?
did was wrong. On my 6th
Whoa there.
birthday, she said to her friends, "She's so annoying that she chose to come out in the middle of my pedicure. I had to go to the hospital with half my nails
What?
painted. Can you imagine?"
Your mom is a psycho, okay? She couldn't control when she comes out. She doesn't know she's popping out during your pedicure. What?
So annoying. I was so embarrassed
So
that I
annoying,
tried to run out of
jeez.
the room, only to run smack into my cake. I sat in a pile of cake and felt so embarrassed, and Mom looked so annoyed that
Oof.
I did the stupidest thing on the planet. I
Gotta
ate
hurt, gotta
a fistful
hurt.
of cake and said, "Yum, chocolate." Everyone
Yum,
just laughed
chocolate.
harder, and someone said I was an idiot. Turns
So
out,
cute.
it was
Idiot.
Mom. Later that
What
night, I
kind
heard
of
Mom on the
mom
phone with
is
a friend,
this?
and she was crying like a baby. I just miss the good old days. I had a life. I felt so bad. I
What?
decided to
Yeah, you don't have a
surprise her
life
with
now.
something
Just going
awesome.
nuts.
I took a screwdriver and ran to the garage. I started to draw with it on the car. I
Oh,
made
she is
me
going to
and Mom
flip
in our house.
out at you.
She was gonna love it. I excitedly nudged
sorry,
her away
but no.
from her nap and led her to the garage. But I was so shocked when she
Oh,
went
she's a
totally ballistic
giant.
on me. You're
gonna kill
so dumb, Caroline. Your birthdays for the next 5 years are canceled. And it doesn't get any better
Okay,
from
well,
here. You see, I grew up...
she was just a little girl, okay? She didn't know that it was wrong to draw on your car, but still, you don't, your birthday's canceled for the next 5 years?
really insecure about my looks around Mom. She was beautiful herself,
Okay.
and her snarky comments always made me feel ugly. She'd say things like,
What do
"Your
you
nose
mean?
is just like your father's mother's," or "You really can't pull
What?
off that pink color," or "Do you
That's
really
so
need
rude.
to eat chocolate?" But one
What
time,
mom
when
is
I
this?
was in
Get
the
a new
second grade,
mom.
she had some friends over, and I heard her say it loud and clear. I
It?
thought my daughter was beautiful like me. I ran off to my room
Oh
and
my
stared at
gosh.
myself.
You don't ever say that to your daughter. I wish your daughter, she is half of you. She is you. So you're basically resting yourself.
In the mirror. The only thing I had in common with her was my
Gee.
long black hair. I decided I would never cut it, but Mom was
She looks
right.
great,
I was
okay?
ugly. I was so upset with my reflection
not
that
look
I threw
ugly.
a shoe at the
What?
mirror, and it broke. Mom heard the
Oh.
noise and came running to my
Ooh.
room. "What'd you do now? Clean that up." The
Oh,
next
what'd
few
you
years
do
went
now?
by like that. Dad was a constant no-show most of the time. He sent money and gifts to make up for it, though. And Mom insisted I needed to be a different person, while I had found a brilliant new hobby. You see, the
What's
day
your hobby?
before my 16th birthday, I had found a gorgeous old set of sculpting tools in the attic. I didn't even bother asking Mom
Okay.
whose they were because I was afraid she might make me throw them out. Just then,
Sculpt
Mom knocked on the door.
your way.
She said she'd bought me a dress to wear on my birthday the next day, but to no one's surprise, it turned out to be the wrong size. I tried really hard to
no.
fit into it, but I just couldn't. "Why did you buy me such a small dress, Mom?" "To push you to eat fewer cookies and more veggies. The way you're eating,
Oh
you're never gonna
my
fit
gosh.
into anything nice." "But Mom, clothes are..."
She needs to stop. Well, this is another video, but she needs to just stop, okay? Now, when is it going to get to the part why she hates her because of her hair, okay? I want to see that.
supposed to fit you. You aren't supposed to fit them. If you'd gotten me the right size,
What?
I would have looked just fine. Just fine isn't the
Yeah,
same
what
as
are you
beautiful,
doing?
Caroline. That's chubby girl talk. I was so angry with
Chubby?
her.
She's not
and disappointed
chubby.
that I had nothing
You don't
nice
say
to wear.
chubby to your
so
daughter.
I just canceled my birthday party and shut myself up in my room, blasting away loud music and doodling furiously in my art pad.
Doodling
A few hours later,
furiously.
I heard a knock at the door. Mom banged on the door saying Dad's gifts were here. After she left, I
Okay.
opened the door and pulled my gift inside. To my surprise, it was a fancy new set of sculpting tools and clay.
Clay.
He'd remembered. Over the next few weeks, I ended up turning
Wait a
my
minute,
room.
is that Pokemon? Oh wait, there's a Pikachu and there's don't know his name, sorry. That guy.
to
Cool.
my studio. I started sculpting every day. I started to get obsessed. Cars, people, horses, toy, everything. I even started doing
Everything,
it
man.
at school. One day, as I was rushing from class to the art room, I bumped into someone and all the miniature
Who is
sculptures
it?
in my bag fell out
Who is
and
it?
scattered
Who'd you bump into?
everywhere. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay.
Oof.
Just help me. I looked up and saw the school's basketball captain, Ron. I'd had a crush on him for a
Ron.
while, but he didn't
Is that
even
a
know I
name?
existed.
Ron?
And
Like
now he
Ronald,
was
maybe?
helping me pick up my scattered miniatures. Suddenly, Ron looked at my work and let
Pictures.
out a whistle.
Don't tell me you made these. They're brilliant.
I'm pretty sure
Ooh,
I'm very
he likes
capable of
these.
making something brilliant, Ron. No, of course. I meant you're really good. My aunt's a
likes you.
sculptor, and I just know she'd love your work.
What the-
Then
wait,
he
who were
invited
you
me to
raising your
his home
eyebrows
after
to?
school. I could not believe my ears. Ron's aunt was crazy talented, and she did seem
Oh.
really impressed with my work. Before I knew it, we had become
Thumbs up.
friends. Not just us, but Ron too. I started hanging out more and more often
Cute,
at his
cute,
place,
cute.
sculpting in his aunt's studio. Before I knew it, we had become great friends, and my crush was back. One day, while I was at Ron's place, his aunt showed me a poster of the
Sculpting contest. First prize. Full scholarship to study art at the university. Wait, you
Wow.
what?
The prize was a scholarship to study art at the university. Ron said,
says
If anyone
university.
can win it, it's you.
the way he said it gave me butterflies, and I
Aw.
decided I'd give it my
It's
best.
you,
I came back
baby.
home thrilled, and I told my mom about my project. But
She don't
Mom
care,
was
she hates you.
anything but impressed.
A sculptor?
Told you.
I was hoping you'd become a doctor, a lawyer, or something that won't make you starve. Actually, on second thoughts, maybe that's not such a bad
Hates you.
thing.
I tried to not let her get to me, but she made
That's not such a bad thing. Wait, did she say starve? Wow. Terrible mom.
me so mad. I shut myself up for the weekend and sculpted with such passion that I
Sculpt,
dirtied the
sculpt
floor
with
and
pride,
sent clay
sculpt
water
with hope.
splattering onto the walls. I wouldn't even go down to eat with her. I just ordered pizzas and had the delivery boy hand them to me through my window. A few
Through
days
the-
later, as I was leaving for school, she barged in and was beyond furious. She completely ignored
Ooh.
my beautiful pieces and
She says
only
clay
looked
things, like,
around
everywhere.
at the mess with crazy eyes. What are you, a cave woman?
You're not going anywhere till you clean this garbage
Ooh.
dump.
I'll clean it up, Mom. But why do you always see the ugly
Clean up
side
your
of
Pokemon
everything?
sculptures.
Don't you have anything nice to say about my art? I couldn't care less about your stupid art. And with that, she walked away.
Care
I was
less.
so furious, I decided to do the
Jeez,
only
get in
thing
there,
I
Mom,
knew
now.
would really get to her. I decided to cut all my long black hair and dye it. It was
Why?
the only thing my mother and I had that
Why
was
would you do
similar.
that?
And now I was different. When she saw me with bright blue short
I
hair,
see.
she dropped the plate she was holding and simply said,
Ah, completely ugly now.
I started spending as much
Ah.
time away from home,
Dude,
returning
what?
late and not answering my
Wait,
mom's
wait.
calls. I spent most of my time at Ron's
Just-
house
just move
working
out.
on my sculpture of Grace O'Malley, a fierce Irish pirate. She was such an iconic woman.
Yeah, looks
One
lovely.
day when I returned home, I couldn't find my sculpture anywhere. So I asked
Oh.
Mom, and she casually said, "Your room looked like a dump." So I threw away everything. You what?
She
Mom!
threw away everything, all of her Pokemon sculptures. No, what are you doing?
I spent weeks on it. The competition is just 4 days away.
I told you to clean up your mess. I couldn't tell the art from the trash.
I
Stop
was horrified
you and your
did
Boston
the only
accent.
thing that made sense. I turned around and ran out of my home. That night it was freezing outside and I didn't know where to go. I started crying, sitting on the street. Suddenly a car approached me. It was Ron.
And hit
He
you.
said,
Oh,
since I
no.
hadn't shown up at
It
his
was
place
Ron.
when I was supposed to, he thought I might be in trouble. When I told him I'd left my house, he said I could stay at his place as long as I wanted. The next
Oh,
3 days
cute.
were crazy. I skipped school and worked on my sculpture all day long. I blocked
Yes.
Mom's number because
Sculpt your
she
heart
wouldn't
away.
stop calling to get me. But the day before the art contest, someone knocked at Ron's door. It was Dad. He
Who?
wanted me to go home to Mom. Are you coming?
No, honey.
No,
I
your
have
mom
to
is
catch a flight
terrible.
in 30 minutes. Now, hurry up.
Forget it, Dad. I'm tired of how you and Mom have been. You're literally never there in my life. And Mom just hates me
She
so
hates you.
much. I'm not going back to her.
She doesn't
Jeez.
hate you. she loves you.
Yeah, of course.
She loves you.
Go, Dad.
She
I don't need
loves
you either.
you.
I have other friends who can be there for me when I need it. With that,
Yes.
I slammed the door in his face. On the day of the art
Whoa.
contest, I was very anxious. I tried to look around and find some familiar faces, but none were there for me.
They're all just great people. Very familiar faces. Yeah, they all look the same. What?
Other people's art pieces, and I suddenly felt they were all better than mine.
Wait a minute. Is hers Squidward from the... Is his like the main Squidward from SpongeBob? Tell me you know what I'm talking about, please.
Wanted to go away. I took my small little statue and ran out
Your
of the
Squidward?
exhibition crying.
Your
But at
Squidward.
the door,
Literally,
I
it's
found Dad.
Squidward
He took
buff
one look
version
at me
from
and
the show.
smiled. You came? How?
No one else gets to be my daughter's best friend and biggest support. Now tell me, you weren't running away,
You have a
were
good
you?
dad, not a good mom,
My
though.
work is really bad, Dad. It's not good.
I love
Why
your
don't you let the
Squidward.
judges decide?
He led me back inside, and
Yeah,
long
geez.
story short, 2 hours later, I walked out with the first prize, 100% scholarship to my own university. Just as I was about to leave the gallery, I saw something that surprised me.
Two
Mom
gray
was
people.
walking away from
Black,
the far
gray.
end of the
They're all
crowd.
gray.
I couldn't believe she'd come to see me tank, and now that
Wow.
I'd done well, she was
Good
just
mom.
walking
Kidding.
away? Well, she could do whatever. I was going to start college anyway. I started art school and started
Sculpting
with
101.
Ron, who asked me to be his girlfriend the day we graduated high school.
Cute,
After I
cute.
finished college, Ron and I decided to buy a small gallery for me. I found a gorgeous little
Okay,
place, and
cool.
the very first
And she
day,
blows up
we
and she's
found
a big
lovely
artist.
little sculpture tucked
Maybe?
away in its storage. The real shocker, though, was that it looked very familiar. The gallery owner said,
A little
it's
baby.
just been collecting dust for 20 years. The artist was
What is
not
it?
very
Wait.
successful. Then she stopped working when she had a kid. This was her last piece. She called
Her
it
mom?
Baby Caroline.
I was stunned for a second when I
your
realized
mom.
why it was so familiar. The baby was wearing a necklace exactly like mine. My
Oh,
mom
shoot.
made this. I told the owner I was
Her
keeping it
mommy.
and wrapped it up. On Christmas that year, I took the sculpture and decided to see
Oof,
Mom.
oof, oof.
As soon as she saw it, she burst into tears and said,
I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible mother, aren't I?
she said she'd
She's
gotten jealous
realizing.
when she
Let's
saw
go.
me
You don't need a new mom
I
anymore.
gave up my career for you. And you were so good.
Cute.
I got so upset. I'm
That's
so
good,
sorry.
that's good.
As angry and hurt as I was, I knew that Mom had given up a lot for me, so I hugged her and showed her my second
Go.
gift, the old
Let's
sculpting
go.
tools I'd found in the attic years
Go
ago. She
away
cried as
together.
she held them. They were hers. Well, now
Yeah.
the two of us often sculpt together in my studio, except we have a third
Warms
addition,
my heart.
my little girl Maria.
That was a very cute, good, weird story. Well, if you did enjoy, you already know, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.